Yo, 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 what's up, Ricky?
What's up, dude?
Hey, Tech Ricky, how's it going, man?
Good. Nice
Good, man.
shirt.
Thanks, dude. I was running all over the place. Went to work, went to the gym, had to run some errands. I'm kind of just it's like, all right, we got to stream. We got to ask some questions. So I'm here. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. For the few of you that are joining us, we'll see if any more join us in class. Welcome to today's stream. My name is Jesse J, aka the Cosmic Cowboy, and I am joined by none other than Tech Ricky. And over the next 30 minutes, maybe an hour, we'll see. I've got gymnastics to get the kids to, and we've got other things for Friday night. But at any rate, we're going to spend some time answering some CISA Plus questions if you're preparing to take the CompTIA CISA Plus, or really any other CompTIA-based certification. This is a great place for you to come hang out. Enjoy some community-based free study sessions where we use top-tier industry resources to help you pass your Security Plus, CompTIA CISA Plus exam efficiently the first time, and all for free. So that's what I got. Ricky, what have you been up to, man? How's your week?
Oh man, the week was pretty busy.
Was it?
I'm glad it's Friday. Yeah.
What kind of busy? Same, dude. It's like with I work in vulnerability management and like security operations. Ricky, what do you work in, and kind of talk about maybe how your week was busy?
I'm currently working at an MSP as a systems engineer, so a lot of project work. We're in the process of doing a lot of server upgrades for various clients, that kind of thing. So it's just not super busy at one particular client, but just super busy at many across the board.
I work in the MSP space as well, and I completely understand. It's like ebbs and flows. One week you're kind of looking for things to do, doing maintenance on projects, keeping the ship afloat, and then all of a sudden it's just like you're slammed with so many projects you can't even think straight.
Yep, that's how it goes.
That's awesome. All right, dude, let's get into some practice questions. Are you down?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Same as always. You wanna? I'll start off, or you can start off. Let's how you start off this time, and then from there on, we'll kind of rock it. Let me get everything dialed up here, ladies and germs. I'd like to start off by thanking the Daily Cyber Threat Brief for their awesome sponsorship. They are the proud sponsors of Slay Cert Plus. Listen, if you're trying to level up, understand the industry, understand how the landscape works, threat exposure, threat actors, attacks, vulnerabilities, check out the Daily Cyber Threat Brief every single weekday at 5 a.m. Pacific, 8 a.m. Eastern for 60 minutes. Dr. Jerry Ozier, with over 20 years of experience spanning across multiple sectors, helps bring you up to speed in the hottest industry attacks. Like I said, vulnerabilities, remediations, really everything that could affect you as a cybersecurity professional. It's free. It's awesome. Come check it out. We thank them for their sponsorship. Let's get into, I think we might need to log in again, and that's okay. We're going to do our question of the day, so we don't need to re-log in, so that's good. Here we go. This may be a review for some of you. For some of you, maybe the first time seeing this. A script kiddie executes a script that attempts a DOS attack against an Acme Inc. web server. The attack lasts 3 hours, and there is no noticeable impact to any users of the web server. Which functional impact categorization should be given to this incident? Low, none, high, or medium? This one's different than the other one. Because of this right here. It says, last time a few users and services were affected, remember? On this one, Ricky, there was no noticeable impact.
Zero impact.
Yeah, I got that one. Leads me to go towards none.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna go with.
You could be wrong, but let's send it. Yeah.
Ooh, very nice.
Cool. I like getting the question of the day correct.
Starting out with a win.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. For any of you lifting folks out there, Ronnie Coleman used to get in under 1,000 pounds under the bench, and this monstrous human being would be like, yeah, buddy, lightweight. And then he'd go lift, 1,000 pounds or whatever.
He just, deadlift a small car.
Right.
A small vehicle.
Sometimes you gotta tell yourself that going into like a certification or whenever I'm lifting, and believe me, I'm a skinny guy that's trying to stay alive for a long time. And so I'm not trying to bulk up or anything. But Sometimes when you're trying to lift some weights and get it on in the gym, you got to tell yourself whatever it takes to get through that next set. And sometimes looking at that stack of weights and you're going, oh man, I don't want to do any more sets, no more reps. Just tell yourself, lightweight, we got this. Easy questions. These are all going to be A+. We're getting 100% on this next section. Let's get into it. Lightweight. Lightweight. We're going to jump. And I think just a little bit of housekeeping. I've been invited to join the Train the Trainers. And I think I talked to Ricky a little about this for CompTIA. And part of that is I think I'm going to get some access into the 004, which I think we can upgrade this package, Ricky, to the 004. CySA Plus 003 will sunset July of this year. And then it'll only be around for a little bit. And they're actually upgrading to CySA Plus 004. So what we're doing right now is 003. But I believe we have the opportunity to upgrade our materials and just take everybody along with us. And might as well we're already only in the beginning. I don't know about you, Ricky, but might as well just start studying for the latest and the greatest.
Oh yeah, I agree. Okay. I'm not as far along as I'd like to be. Cool.
Well, in that case, let's get through this, and then when it's time to upgrade to the 004, we'll go that route.
Let's do it.
We don't have a ton of people in chat, so it might be mostly you and I bouncing back and forth. This is one that we got incorrect last week. Last week. A SOC manager is working to define the playbooks for a new security orchestration, automation, and response, and wants to check URLs against VirusTotal automatically. What is an efficient and cost-effective way to automate this function? I had thought maybe a plugin. The correct answer was API, which we discussed this. An application programming interface automates communications between two or more applications. An API defines the types and formats of calls the system can make and is often free to use. Now, plugins, also called extensions, are tools that add functionality to an existing piece of hardware or software without altering the original program. They increase the functionality of security tools. Okay, so an API is not a plugin or an extension. It's just a communication between two or more applications where it reaches out. They can use each other for different system calls. Whereas a plugin is taking something that's already existing and adding onto it to increase the functionality. Do you see how that I got that one wrong?
Yep, I see that.
Cool. I'm pretty good on the review on that one. Each time a specific event occurs, a security architect wants to update a database with standard information generated by the alert. What is an effective automated mechanism to accomplish this goal? The correct answer was webhooks. I chose we because we were a team that day chose data enrichment. The correct answer is webhooks are automated messages sent from an app to a unique URL and include relevant information about the event and when it occurred. Whereas enriching data involves combing feeds from various sources in a single location to provide a better understanding of the threat landscape. Enriched data gives a more complete picture of adversarial tools, tactics, and procedures. Do you want to review this one, Ricky?
Yeah, you do that. A company wants to implement a method of integrating third-party applications with their system. They want to automate the process of receiving real-time updates from external systems without having to pull them. Which technology would best fit their needs? I probably would have said APIs with that one too. So webhooks is the correct answer. So what's the review? All right, webhooks allow real-time data transfer between two systems by sending notification to the receiving systems when specific events occur. Okay. APIs, function procedures. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So webhooks are specific or machines, and APIs. The difference is that it's application specific. Gotcha.
The cybersecurity team is in the process of correlating threat data from network logs, endpoints, and intelligence feeds. Which of the following best describes the action they are undertaking? You can see as I'm deeply confused on the data enrichment and those concepts, which just means it's an area you need to work on. I chose data enrichment, and the correct answer was threat feed combination. A threat feed combination refers to the process of collecting and merging multiple sources of intelligence feeds into a unified view, which makes sense. And then we've gone over data enrichment, but that's the process of enhancing raw data with an additional information to make it more valuable for analysis and decision making. And this can involve adding context, metadata, or other relevant data to points to provide more complete and accurate understanding of the data. Makes sense?
All right. Which of the following are reasons a security operations center manager or SOC manager might consider implementing a security orchestration, automation, and response or SOAR platform? Select the two best options. So you got one of them right. Notice this analyst performing a high volume of mundane tasks. And
I feel like, and I'm wrong in life a lot, so it is what it is. I feel like that was a misclick because I don't think that I would have identifies a high volume of false positives in the sim. I feel like that's the answer I was supposed to pick and didn't for whatever reason.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, I get why that's incorrect. I'll have to either review the stream or go back, but okay.
Yeah, because there's really only two options there, and it was the one you selected and then the second one, the high volume.
Yeah, that's my bad. But I understand. I get the review. All right, so it's all you, dog.
All right. A new supervisor tasked a cybersecurity analyst with implementing a solution that includes a set of protocols and tools for building software applications that enables them to communicate with other applications, platforms, or services. What task has the supervisor assigned the cybersecurity analyst to implement?
Wow, that's a really odd job for an analyst to be doing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But okay, come to you.
All right, so we got a supervisor tasking an analyst with a solution that includes a set of protocols and tools for building software applications. And the software application needs to be able to communicate with other applications, platforms, or services. I'm going to go with API on this one.
I'm going to go with APIs on this one as well.
Yeah.
We'll ask chat. I don't know how many people are in class. We'll see. How many folks, what do you guys think? Anybody have a different answer?
I think it's just us.
We're the only two.
We're the only cool kids.
We're the watchers and the participants.
Yeah, I'm going
to go with APIs then. Let's
send it.
Yes. I love starting Friday off with a correct question.
I'm the smartest man alive.
A SOC manager wants to increase the use of automation. What are some key things they should consider when trying to prioritize tasks for automation? Consider what tasks support security in high-risk areas. Consider the frequency of the task. Consider the level of effort required for a task. And consider the known IOCs. You get to pick three.
The second one for sure. The frequency.
Yep.
The third one, level of effort. And then I'm going to say, consider what tasks support security in high-risk areas. I don't really like either of the last two options, honestly.
No, well, we only get two to choose from.
I don't really understand. I'm going to go with the third one, the IOCs, because I don't really understand what it's stating with the first option. What do you think?
Consider what tasks support security. Like, consider what automation tasks are actually going to support security in high-risk areas. So you're not wasting your time developing automation.
Yeah, okay.
That doesn't.
Gotcha.
So, I mean, that one, I can see how that'd be valid.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Yeah, pick the first one.
Consider what tasks. All right.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Good job, dude.
Dude, I haven't picked up. Got a multiple pick whatever off the rip in a minute.
All right. While assessing the effectiveness of their security operations center, an organization realizes they are lacking effective team coordination. What are some things they can implement to improve coordination? Select at least two options, or the two best options. Well, there's really only two options to pick. Information sharing SOPs and communication skills training. You wouldn't use a SOAR or APIs for that.
Nope. That one's about as straightforward as it gets.
That's giveaway right there. Yep.
We did have two people in class too, because now we have one. A new cybersecurity team is seeking a solution that can automate the company's security operations, incident response, threat intelligence, and vulnerability management systems. Which of the following terms best describes this solution? A, a SOAR, a B, an EDR, C, a NAC, D, a SIM, or you don't know yet. To me, this one screams SOAR.
Me too. Yep.
Because of this word, incident response. A NAC doesn't do that. That's a network access controls. Has nothing to do with any of this. That's incorrect. A SIM correlates logs from various sources. And EDR and SOAR would be the only two options I would think that could closely, because of the response part of it. But the automate the company's security operations, incident response, threat intelligence, and vulnerability management systems. To me, that screams SOAR. Whew.
All right. SOC manager is building a business case to increase the use of automation. What are some of the primary benefits the manager could highlight? Select the two best options. I'm going to say preventing human error and reducing manual labor.
Yep.
A and D.
I agree. Nice. Today it's my day to read all the big ones. A company wants to extend the functionality of their website by adding new features such as social media integration, an online store, or a customer support chatbot. However, the company is concerned about the security implications of adding new features to their website and wants to ensure that any technology used is secure and does not introduce new vulnerabilities. What technology can the company use to achieve this goal in a secure manner? A, SDNs, B, webhooks, C, plugins, or D, APIs? What do you got, Ricky? Because I know what I got.
I'm rereading the question because it's a lot. Let's see.
Here's the key word for me on this question. I was going to go with plugins because you're taking something and adding it to something you already have.
Yeah.
And it doesn't require, like, APIs and webhooks both go out to something else, a third party of some kind. Whereas a plugin, you're just extending something that's already there that you have.
Yep, that makes sense.
What do you think? I mean, I
was leaning towards plugin. I was thinking it was either webhooks or plugins, but I don't think it's a webhook because they're not referring to a system or a device.
Right.
I'm gonna go with plugin.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I hope we get to review that one because I want to make sure that we're on the right line of thinking.
What is one of the primary goals of a security operations center manager when implementing a security orchestration, automation, and response solution? Let's see. I'm going to go with to minimize human engagement. What do you think? Create
webhooks doesn't sound correct. Yeah, I'm going to go with agreed. That's the whole point, right? Is we want to
Right.
keep our employees not tied to their keyboards as much. Yeah.
Very nice.
Very nice. A SOC manager wants to leverage orchestration to improve threat intelligence consumption across the organization. What are some ways in which orchestration can improve the use of threat intelligence consumption? A, data enrichment, B, APIs, C, plugins, D, webhooks, or you just don't know yet?
I guess data enrichment. It seems to be the only option that, and I don't recall the exact definition of that.
Yeah, because we're trying to plugins are adding to something existing. I'm gonna go with data enrichment because remember, data enrichment is taking multiple sources of information and adding more data to enrich them for better visibility, basically. So we want to improve intelligence consumption across the organization, which tells me data enrichment. What are some ways in which orchestration can improve the use of threat intelligence consumption? To me, that's data enrichment. Let's send it. Let's go. Is this one you or me? I can't remember. I already forgot.
I'll take it. I don't care.
Okay, go for it.
A company cybersecurity team wants to improve their threat intelligence capabilities. The team is responsible for protecting the organization's sensitive information from cyber threats. Which of the following strategies can improve the effectiveness of the cybersecurity team? All right, so they want to improve their threat intelligence capabilities. We've got utilizing threat feed combination techniques, utilizing data enrichment techniques, improving team coordination, communication, conducting regular vulnerability assessments. So it's not asking us to pick multiples, and I'm going to go with utilizing data enrichment techniques because they've been really hammering that home.
Yeah. Hold on a second. A company cybersecurity wants to improve their threat intelligence capabilities. The team responsible for protecting the organization's sensitive information from cyber threats. Which of the following strategies can improve the effectiveness of the cybersecurity team? Yeah, I think using data to get more visibility and information. Then it's probably... Oh, it's going to be threat feed combination techniques. A is probably the correct answer. A security operations center realizes, or a SOC realizes, their view of adversary capabilities is incomplete at times, since analysts need to consult disparate information sources when conducting research. They want to improve their understanding of the threats they face and their ability to take preemptive steps to protect the organization. What should they consider? Orchestrating threat feeds, A, B, threat hunting, C, OSINT collection, or D, consulting ISACs? I'm going to reread that question.
Yes.
A SOC analyst or SOC realizes their view of adversary capabilities is incomplete at times. Since analysts need to consult, I'm going to just say a spread out information sources instead of disparate, because that's kind of what we're getting at, spread out. They want to improve their understanding of the threats they face and their ability to take preemptive steps to protect the organization. What should they consider?
I'm going to go A. Orchestrating their threat feeds.
Yeah, they do. I agree. Because orchestrating means to me putting them together within concert to each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is saying that since analysts we have to consult disparate information sources. We want to put them together in concert, not spread apart and disjointed.
Yep.
I agree. If this is incorrect, wow. All right.
Yay.
Yay.
All right. When gathering requirements for a new firewall, A security engineer realizes an out-of-the-box device will not meet all of the organization's needs. However, it is possible to cover all of the requirements by purchasing additional features. What is this extended functionality called? Select the two best options. I'm going to go apps and plugins.
Yep. Agreed. Boom. Each time a specific event occurs, a security architect wants to update a database with standard information generated by the alert. What's an effective automated mechanism to accomplish this goal? Team coordination, data enrichment, plugins, or webhooks?
Didn't we already have this question?
Yeah, well, we had it in review, so it feels very reviewy.
Okay. This is a webhook, I think, isn't it? No. Yes.
Do you remember why it's a webhook?
Yeah, because it's sending the data to somewhere else, I believe.
Okay. Yep. A company wants to implement a method of integrating third-party applications within their system. They want to automate the process of receiving real-time updates from external systems without having to pull them. Which technology would best fit their needs? APIs, right? Third-party applications.
Mm-hmm.
We're not adding to the feature set, which was plugins. Oh, dang it!
They want to automate the process of receiving real-time updates from external systems without external systems. It's webhook.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
I should have paused. You're right.
All right. A cybersecurity team is in the process of correlating threat data from network logs, endpoints, and intelligence feeds. Which of the following best describes the actions they are undertaking? Correlating threat data from network.
Well, this is a review one too.
I'm going to say threat feed combination.
I believe that is the correct answer.
Okay. That sounded like a fake made up answer.
That's why I didn't pick it the first time. I was like, this isn't real. A SOC manager identifies a considerable amount of time is being wasted by switching between different consoles. What is one way to mitigate the issue? Create a single pane of glass.
Single pane of glass.
Or a single point of failure, depending on your approach.
Yeah, that's got to be it. Yay. A new cybersecurity team is in the process of enhancing raw data with additional information to make it more valuable for analysis and decision making, such as adding context, metadata, and other relevant data points. Which of the following best describes the actions they are undertaking? We got preemptive actions, data enrichment, central strategy, and threat feed combination. Threat feed combination. Gotta be.
For me, the key word here is enhancing raw data with additional information, which is raw data, and then you have data, which is typically, then you add the metadata. I think it's data enrichment.
Let's go. Pick it. Data enrichment. I was wrong.
Let's go. That's all right. Live and learn, baby.
Woo.
Okay. This one was the one where we said a company cybersecurity team wants to improve their threat intelligence capabilities. The team we were thinking more on the technical side of things, and they were thinking improving team coordination and communication, which makes sense. I'm not going to review that one because that one's really straightforward to me.
Yep, and we know why we missed this one.
Yep, go on to the third party.
Yep. Each time a specific event occurs, a security architect wants to update a database with the standard information generated by the alert. What is an effective automated mechanism to accomplish this goal? This is a webhook.
This one is improving team coordination.
Yep. I'm just reviewing the missed ones.
A cybersecurity team is in the process of correlating threat data from network logs, endpoints, and intelligence feeds. This is the threat feed combination one, the made-up sounding one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. A SOC manager is working to define the playbooks for a new security orchestration, automation, and response platform or SOAR platform. He wants to check URLs against VirusTotal automatically. What is an efficient and effective way to automate this function? I'm going to go with an API.
Okay.
I wish I had more hands-on with a SOAR platform.
Well, you, sir, were correct. A SOC manager notices that analysts are performing a high volume of mundane and boring tasks to resolve false positive alerts in the security information and events manager, or SIM. What could be implemented to help reduce this workload? Threat hunting, a honeypot, paid feeds, or a SOAR?
SOAR.
SOAR, baby.
Zaha. A company wants to implement a method of integrating third-party applications with their system. They want to automate the process of receiving real-time updates from external systems without having to poll them. Which technology would best fit their needs? I'm going to go with a webhook.
Ooh.
It's the systems. They put the systems word in there.
Company wants to implement a method of integrating third-party applications within their system. They want to automate the process of receiving real-time updates from external systems without having to pull them. Which technology would best suit their needs? Webhooks, right?
Yep. Which of the following are reasons a SOC manager might consider implementing a SOAR platform? Select the two best options. Not identifying a honeypot. Notices analysts performing high volume. Yep. So the third one, and a fourth.
Identifies a high volume of false positives.
Yay! Send it.
Let's go. A cybersecurity team wants to improve their threat intelligence capabilities. The team is responsible for protecting the organization's sensitive information from cyber threats. Which of the following strategies can improve the effectiveness of the cybersecurity team? I'm going to go with improving team coordination and communication. This one's you, dog.
SOC manager is working to define the playbooks for a new SOAR and wants to check URLs against viruses. Yes, API. We had this question like 2 minutes ago.
Boom.
Yay.
Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Epic. All right, Ricky, it's got a little bit of a late start. I personally have to run.
Yep. I worked through lunch today. I'm starving. I got to go find some food.
All right, team. We're not even going to go to full screen. We just want to tell you guys thank you so much. If you're watching this on Team Replay, for everybody that's joined live, we'll see you again next week. I try to do these every single day. I miss days because I do work full time and it just gets crazy in the middle of the afternoon. But I try and get on and study live for everybody as much as possible. And then Tech Ricky and myself try as hard as we can to get on here every Friday around the same time for a longer form and more in-depth practice questions. From myself and Tech Ricky, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. And until next time, stay secure and do, of all things, take care of each other. All right. We'll see you. Be well.